Welcome back, everyone. Chief Bode Judge, PDP leader in the Southwest and a member of the party's Board of Trustees, has been speaking to us on the post-Supreme Court judgment and the future of the PDP. The party is planning to hold a mini convention the 12th of August 2017. Is the party really an opposition party? Let's get back to the conversation with Chief Bode Judge now. Do you see your party as a real opposition?
Of course we are.
Or a caricature, because 2 years now you've done more of internal fighting and opposing yourselves in the party rather than play opposition. That's what a lot of people were saying.
No, it is good to go through this tribulation and trials. We have learned our lessons. We will be deceiving ourselves and Nigerians if we say we have not erred. Once you accept that there are certain things wrong, the next thing you should do is to see how you can quickly correct such ills. Now, we have been honest with ourselves, and we know that the public perception is so vital to the new emergence of the strong PDP. Remember, we were in government for 16 years, and PDP is the only national party in this country with a very solid taproot in the middle. Otherwise, this wind that we went through, this tornado that blew us, we would have gone under. Does
the PDP really have a moral standing to really say it's an opposition party, considering its history in 17 or 16 years?
You know, when you say the history, now you want to compare us with who? Now,
the ruling party.
The ruling party. Thank you very much for that. I just told you, if they are pretending that all is well, by the end of this year, we'll know. Another 6 months. 2 years have passed. What have we seen or benefited? Somebody told me yesterday that, well, the president is not around, that's why. Does a tree make a forest? That must be a system. A system must function, whether the president is in or not.
So the APC government has failed in your own perspective?
No, we will. Personally, I say yes, but let us wait. Those who are non-members, the electorate themselves, the Nigerians themselves, who will vote, will decide.
Do you think that if the PDP and the APC go to the polls today, that the APC will not be the PDP?
Even with us trying to still clean our house and stabilize our platform, you will see what. Look at the day of the judgment. As we came out and we were driving to the party secretariat, hundreds and thousands of people who are not card-carrying members of the party were jubilating in every state of the federation. And I believe that we shouldn't fool ourselves to say, oh, all is well. We know for sure that they are happy that at least there will be the voice of opposition. And that is what we are going to.
There are a few things that we need to touch on before you go.
Okay.
One is the leadership, which is a major problem. Right. Do you think the zoning arrangements after the Port Harcourt Convention, which the party took to the second Port Harcourt Convention, do you still think that zoning arrangement should be maintained?
We cannot reinvent the wheel. And I tell you what, we have all accepted that the presidency will go back to the north. The moment the presidency goes back to the north, chairmanship of the party must be in the south. Now, the southeast had held this position before. South just left the the presidency of the country. And my good brother Secundus acted for almost 2 years as chairman of the party. The only zone that has not held that position is the southwest. By all intents and purposes, it should still be allowed to come to the southwest for justice, for fairness and equity. I don't believe that arrangement will change, because that is not our major problem now. Our major problem is we've all gone out, we've gone through the battlefield, we had all suffered, we knew why we suffered, and we have accepted it, and that we need a strong party. We need a party that would put at the center of its operation the people's interest of this country.
Should the party retain the chairmanship slots to the southwest, would you be contesting?
Well, when we get to the bridge, we'll cross it.
You had intention of doing that?
I had intention. If all my friends across this country still want me to do it, you know, it's not by fiat. You have to convince the others that they should put you there. Yes, my interest is very, very much alive, and I present myself to contest with everybody. But justice, fairness, no groupings will hijack the party. We've learned that lesson now. Because you asked me a question that the Governors Forum and this, yes, we need the Governors Forum. It's a pressure group. We need the National Assembly Forum. It's a pressure group. But all those strata, all the positions, and as stipulated by our Constitution, must be respected.
Just before you go, Chief Bode George, let me quickly get your thoughts on the local council election held in Lagos yesterday. As a leader of the party, you held a press conference earlier in the week where you said some of your members should go to Labour Party as an alliance. It seems that there were reports that the National Caretaker Committee of the party say that shouldn't be.
They couldn't have said that. Nobody would have said that. You know, the dates for the closing of the election in Lagos was before the Supreme Court judgment. Sheriff wrote a letter saying Adewale was his own chairman, his appointed chairman. They didn't do any Congress. Now we said, we asked and got permission that the Makarfi group should now go and look for a platform acceptable. Otherwise, you would have disenfranchised all our own, and we are in majority. So it was an approved decision that we should look for another platform. And then we had Makarfi, PDP, Labour Alliance.
Okay.
And you could see the result. We haven't even, I don't know whether they have been able to announce now. Yesterday was the greatest charade that I have ever seen in terms of election conduct in this country. You know, the law is simple. Announce at every polling station the results, right? Then you go to the collation center and all that. Up till now, nothing was announced. Everything was moved to the LASEC office in Yaba.
In one sentence, if you would assess that election of yesterday, how would you describe it?
I would say it was a charade, and that in the interest, the governor of Lagos State himself must know. Because in his statement where he was voting, he said people of Lagos must come out now and don't complain. Remember? If he saw that people were out and they were so happy to come and vote, he wouldn't say that. Why did they have to now take all results to LASEC? That is not the law.
Chief Bode George, always a pleasure talking to you on the program. I wish we had more time, but that's how far we can go with the conversation here. Many thanks for coming on the program. We will bring you back at some point on the issues of the PDP and, of course, the state of the nation. Thank you so much. Chief Bode George, member of the Board of Trustees of the PDP.